Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world inwardly calls God, Yahweh Shah, who the world inwardly calls Jesus. When they give it up my honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me the truth. When they give peace and blessings to the I came across the four corners of the earth, who teach this truth and which like to do. So it's going to be a quick video. Lord, when the video is edifying, Lord, I can get something from this video. I'm going to basically get a couple precepts in Isaiah 45 and whatever precepts that pop up in mind, I'm going to add to it. But you know, the Lord elects people is Israel, man. Okay, he's not dealing with the other nations. He's not dealing with the rest of the world. Hence why Israel is the bottom people on the planet Earth, because we suffer the curses. Okay, we didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I mean? So what? We had to suffer the curses, man. Okay, when you go to Deuteronomy 28:15 on down, it gets into the curses, man. Okay, you know, other nations, they're thriving, they're having their way, so to speak. You know, they're having things in this world, man, because you know this world was set up. This rulership is set up by them and for them. So this is why they are ahead. Like, you know, I was watching this video yesterday, and it was talking about how, you know, so-called white people, right? You know, how when they start buying real estate, you know, you had different sides of the train tracks, basically, the other side of the tracks, right? So one side of the tracks was where the wealth was. The other side of the tracks was where Jake lived, where there were no wealth. And Jake was paying rent and couldn't really buy those houses that they were living in. Lo and behold, right, these Edomites, they were getting loans, right? Jake couldn't get loans to buy houses, right? These Edomites the whole time were getting loans, right? And they were living in you know, in wealth, so to speak, right? They were living in the suburban neighborhoods, or while Jake was living in the hoods, man. Okay, and what happened was, you know, with them getting wealth and with them getting money, you know, businesses start going towards where these Edomites were. Okay, which, you know, made the houses go up in value. That was one of the things that made the houses go up in value. It was a series of other things, but it made the houses go up in value. So what it was okay. Well, if they got a loan for, or they bought a house for 100,000, usually use 100,000 for easy numbers. They got a house for 100 grand, and then they stay in it for however long they stay in it, and it went up, right, in value to 300 grand. Now they're cashing out the difference and then putting it down to go get a bigger home. Okay, and that's basically what the video was kind of going into. Why Jake, you know, a law was passed where Jake can start buying houses in these neighborhoods, but by that time it's already too late. Because the same $100,000 loan these Edomites were getting, now Jake got to turn around years later, right? Maybe decades later, with no wealth established, and get these appreciated houses. So where I was getting them for the low, Jake got to get them for the high. And then when you get a house for the high, what's your mortgage going to be? Not only that, businesses wasn't coming where Jake was, man. You got every business or town, majority of towns catered to these other nations. Chinatown, right? Little Italy, right? Like I go to San Diego, they got a spot downtown called Little Italy, right? You know, what other spots they got? They got little Elamite neighborhoods or Elamite cities. You know, you go to Dearborn, Michigan, it's nothing but Ishmael. Okay? You know what I mean? And they're thriving, so to speak. You know, you look at Jake not really thriving, man. Why? Because this is not our rest. We are yet this day in our captivity, man. You know, contrary to popular belief, you know, these people think that, you know, it's equal. Nah, it's not the case, man. You know what I mean? Because here it is, like I was explaining to my woman, you know, because she's the one that showed me the video. She'd be on TikTok and shit, you know, but she was like, I was telling my woman, I'm like, shit, by the time, you know, Jake by the time Jake could have something, it was already too late. By the time they passed these laws, by the time they mingled Jake in these schools with these Edomites, right, and these other nations, by that time, it was already, they already had a head start. Anybody with a head start in the race is going to win, man. Okay? But without further ado, let's get into the scriptures, man. This is Isaiah 45:4. It says, for Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, because Israel is the elect people of the Lord. But you have the elect within the elect. You have 144,000 elect men out of the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? It says, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. And when you go to Baruch 2:30, which let me get it real quick. I might as well. Right, Baruch 2:30 says, for I know that they will not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves. Yeah, because we are stiff-necked people, right? But in the land of our captivities, we shall remember ourselves, and we're captive all over the four corners of the earth, man. North, east, south, and west. North, east, south, and west, right? But that main captivity and that main judgment is here in America. Okay? And in the land of our captivities, wherever we're spread out at, because you have brothers everywhere, right? We now know the name. We now remembering ourselves. Okay? And shall know that I am the Lord, their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear. See, this came from the Lord. And this really is a form of mercy. Okay? It's 32. It says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. And this is what's happening now, man. Okay, you got Jake's waking up all throughout the four corners of the earth, and this is why this place is being crippled. This is why this place is being destroyed. This is why this place is falling and decaying. Okay, because the true biblical Israelites are waking up, man, to what it is. Okay, this is Isaiah 45:7. It says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things. See, the Lord creates darkness. He creates peace. He creates evil. Okay? A lot of people think, oh, well, how can this happen? Nah. The Lord directeth a man's steps, man. Okay? The Lord, he governs the earth, man. Okay? The Lord does all these things, man. Okay? It says, woe unto him that striveth with his maker. Let the pots herd strive with the pots herd of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou? Or thy work he had no hand. See, you got Jake that question the Lord, like, oh, well, I don't agree with that. But how can you, do the clay maker, do the bowl, question the maker of it? Come on, man. Scripture say what? That the Most High thoughts is not our thoughts. Okay. It says, I'm going to go down to 11. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, and his maker asks me of the things to come concerning my sons, and concerning the work of my hands command ye me. I have made the earth and created man upon it. I, even my hands, have stretched out the heavens, and all their hosts have I commanded, which is going into the, power of the Lord. Man, how can you try to put a number on such power? How can you question such power, man? You know what I mean? How can you not fear such power? That's what I've been looking for. Because the majority of our people don't fear. But when you go to Isaiah 14, it tells you that the Lord have mercy on Jacob. Right now, the mercy is for the elect in the 1/3. Because 2/3 of our people are just not going to get it. They're too caught up in the American way. Or wherever they at. You know what I mean? This is Isaiah 45:17. It says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. So yeah, it says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. Okay? Ye shall not be shamed nor confounded, world without end. So we eventually, right, we'll be on top. Eventually, once we're saved, we have you nations in subjection. Right now, we don't. Man, right now, you nations are you still high class, so to speak. You know what I mean? you know, you still at the top, but it's crumbling and it's falling, man. Okay, it's falling, man, right before your eyes, and this is why you nations are, you know, are offended. Okay, but the Lord said, "What? Lift up the banner," and the banner is this truth. Okay, the elites of this world is offended at this truth. This is why videos get taken down. This is why we got to use different words to describe people that we talk about, because you can't talk about a certain group of people without your video getting taken down or without your page getting striked or without brothers creating 30, 40, 50 YouTube channels for telling the truth. Like, come on, man. But this is the world that we live in, man. It's a quote, and I'll end with this. It says, if you want to figure out who runs the world, figure out who you cannot talk about. And you can't talk about these Amalekites, showing you that what? They're not the true children of the Lord. Let me just get this real quick, man, being that I said that. It's Revelation 3, verse 9. It says, "Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I'll come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." And we gotta hold. We pray, and I pray that I hold what I have until Yahweh shall come, because Yahweh shall said this, man. Okay? He says, "Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet." And not just them, but all the heathen, man, will be in subjection. But you Edomites going to get it, man. You Edomites are going to get it. Okay? You're going to get it, man. Okay? It says, "And to know that I have loved thee." Okay? And the Lord loves Israel. Okay? So with that, man, Lord, in the video is edifying. Lord, I came God's from this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kwakadash. I want to tell you, brothers, keep pushing on to the next Shalom.